Just heard the news about I don't know why I'm doing this. I just heard the news about Dikembe Mutombo, and um, it's really hard to believe, um, and yeah, it's hard for us to be with that guy, without that guy. He's You have no idea what Dikembe Mutombo meant to me. Wow. I I hate to. Uh, huh? Yeah, it's a tough one. I'm sorry, it's a tough one. I have to say though, that guy, he made us. He made us who we are. That guy is a giant, an incredible person. Yeah, who are we without Dikembe Mutombo? Not possible. It really is not. I went to Dikembe Mutombo's hometown with him. I went to his hospital. You have no idea what that guy means to the world. I mean, he's gone. He left us. To Mutombo's family, to Mama Rose, to his kids, uh, there's no words. That guy was the biggest giant that you can ever find, the biggest heart. I know he'll rest well, and his family will be fine. He did so much for us, for the continent of Africa, for his people. Uh, I went to Dikembe Mutombo's hospital, and in Dikembe Mutombo's hospital in Kinshasa, you go to that hospital and it doesn't even smell like a hospital. You don't understand that I grew up in hospitals. I grew up in hospitals. That's how much pride this guy had. That's how much pride he had in doing good for his people. I built a court with him in Bujumbura, in his village, and spent a lot of time with him there. And what he's brought to youth on the continent, to people on the continent, we cannot even imagine. You cannot even imagine what that guy has done for me in my career. Yeah. He took me by the wings in Denver, and made me grow as a person. And now he's gone. He's left us. I treated my family, my kids. I remember in my house. Yeah. But everybody, there's nobody that Mutombo did not touch. Nobody. Everything you see as big as he is, his heart was bigger. Yeah, today is not a good day. Not a good day for sports, for us. For us in Africa, it's not a good day at all. But we'll celebrate him, and we'll celebrate him big. Because he set a path for us that, I don't know many people that can do it. I'm proud that I knew Dikembe Mutombo. I'm proud that I worked with him. I'm proud that he mentored me. I'm proud that I did a lot of work with him. Traveled around the continent of Africa. This one hits home. don't mean to dampen the day, but this one really hits home.
I'm sure for everybody here, our condolences. I'm wondering, when you look at your passion for using basketball to develop in Africa, and how much was he a role model for that? Maybe a story of he shared, or that you can share, about how you took those steps and made it so fundamental to you based on his example.
You know, I remember I was traveling, and I saw Mutombo on the in Atlanta on the plane, and I had just been promoted to director of scouting, and I was wearing sweats to travel, and he looked at me and he said, "Didn't you just get promoted? Why are you wearing sweats to travel? Yeah, go dress up." I remember we were going to meet Nelson Mandela in South Africa, and we came down, and a couple players came down, and he asked them where they were going. They were wearing sweats too. And he said, "Where are you going?" He said, "We're going to meet Mandela. They had chosen 7 of us to go meet with Nelson Mandela." And Dikembe said, "Well, go back upstairs and dress like you're going to meet Nelson Mandela." And that's what Dikembe meant to us. Everywhere, we've been all around the continent, the way he affected the youth, and he's always himself. Me and Adam Silver always talk about how accessible and how easy it was to be around Dikembe and to travel with Dikembe Mutombo. I did Basketball Without Borders for 20 years with Dikembe Mutombo, every single year, with Amadou Fall and Dikembe Mutombo. You can't imagine going to Dikembe Mutombo's village with him and the hero that he is in Kinshasa, but the hero he is in Africa. That guy he's bigger than life, telling you, bigger. As big as his big shoes were, as big as his hands were, he was bigger as a person, and his heart was bigger. You have to, one day, if you are anywhere near there, you have to go to Dikembe Mutombo's hospital that he built. It's something with pride, that somebody spent his own money, raised money to do something like that on the continent, to take care of people. You cannot, always had time for every child, every person, everybody that came to speak to him, traveled with him in airports, his big legs hanging high. There's nobody like Dikembe Mutombo. Nobody like him.
Hey, Masai, Patrick Bizindali from Radio Shock FM. Dikembe was one of the pioneers from Africa. Now we have a number of African players in the NBA. What can those players learn from Mutombo as his legacy?
Well, the work he did on the continent, but the work he did in the NBA too. He was a star, and he took care of his profession. He was very serious about his profession, and I can't believe I'm talking about Dikembe and he's not here. How many times have you guys seen Dikembe Mutombo in Toronto here? Many times he's come, not only to support me, to support the team. I think the last time we were in Montreal, Dikembe Mutombo was there to support Pascal, all these players. What that guy meant to us, the pace he set, what Dikembe Mutombo, Akim Olajuwon, and Manute Bol did for us on the continent is something you cannot imagine. Nobody did it like those three in setting the pace for us. Now both of them are, Manute Bol and Dikembe Mutombo, are gone. We remember them with great pride. We talk about Dikembe Mutombo with great pride. There's nobody like that guy. Nobody, trust me.